Hey, Picks and Parlay family. It is me, Detroit Lenny. It's Monday, May 8th. It is Monday, May 8th, and we got a few things going on today. We got contests starting on the Facebook page. New contest. The weekly contest is here. It is $200 this week because last week we had a rollover between Eddie E. Lance. He won the week before. He won $200 on rollover, and now this week he's in it. And for the week, and then they had a bad Friday, Saturday. So Monday we got a little two-person 2-week rollover. So we got $200 in the pot there. So if you're looking for that, don't forget to check out the Picks and Parlays group page, contest group page, Picks and Facebook.com groups, Picks and Parlays contest. I will give you a little contest update on the monthly one. Let me just bring in my screen. And boom. Here we go. So this here, right here, this is the monthly contest. You could put 2 picks in every day, no days off. 30 days, 60 picks. 30 days, 60 picks, minus 130 or better. Same issues. Same people asking or having problems with grading are the same people that don't grade their own shit. You want to know where you're at in the contest? Grade your own pick. It's a free contest. You're looking for us to do a whole lot? Pay for it. There's a donate button in the corner. Feel free. Otherwise, join the contest, do your part of it, and I'll pay you money if you win. Well, not me personally, but Craig Trapwell. So these are the people on the left, in the left column. I hope you guys can see this because I don't have a whole lot of room to put a lot. So I tried to make the font as big as possible. But this is the monthly contest. This is through 7 days. So after yesterday, 7 days, 14 picks. Minus 130 or better. Eddie Sanchez, 11-3. Danny Daniels, 9-5. Pedro Mas, 9-5. D-Tuck, 9-5. Jeff Bradley, Silky Man, Rickett. Tim Earls, 9-5. Can we get a recount on that? But those are the guys that are up there in the top. Everybody in the left is either 500 or better. Everybody on the right, we got some work to do in the second week because remember, in the second week, mid-contest, I should say, after 2 weeks, after the 14th pick, we will make cuts. And if you're not 500 or better, if you people in the right column are in the left column, it's going to be one column. You get cut. So that being said, Brian Gillihan, Chris Scott, Julie Carley, Marie Lance, Mark Andrews, Sir Detroit Lenny Esquire the third, Danny Alexander, David Allen, Payam, Troy Kabbalah, Velko, Paula Thatcher, Troy Akers, Rodney Molina. We got work to do. We got works to do. So it's not over. I mean, it's anybody's game. Obviously, we're a week into this. First place is, I don't know, $250. Second place, 100. Third place is 50, something like that. There's look on the contest page. You want to know what the payouts are. It all blends. These contests all blend together after a while. So that's that on the contest. Hope that helps everybody involved. We're going to bring Sean Higgs here in a minute here. We're going to talk some, just basically everything. We're going to talk sports because that's what we do. Captain Brian says, good day to you. Good day, Mr. Detroit. Good day to you, Captain Brian. I'm Mr. Detroit. Let me get that right. What else we got going on the contest page? Trying to think. Don't forget to share, ring the bell, subscribe, all that good stuff. You'll never miss any of our content at picksandparlays.net or the YouTube channel. Let's bring in Sean Higgs. Let's see what this guy's got going on. Mr. Sean Higgs, how we doing?
Hello.
How are you, sir?
All right. I was just watching a little Dr. Pimple Popper. You ever watch that show?
Yeah, no. For like 5 seconds until I realize what it is, and then I immediately turn it off, and then I got to go get hand sanitizer or some foam soap that my wife.
I follow her on Instagram.
I can't.
I enjoy the.
Oh.
I don't. I asked my wife. I'm like, how the heck do you walk around like a cyst that's like the size of like a golf ball on your face or on your shoulder? Like no one caught that. Like I mean, I don't understand how.
I don't understand.
Most times
he takes his shirt off and he's got like a whole ass person.
And most times they're all just benign, like fatty kind of things or whatever. Like it's just, I don't know. Like,
I don't
go.
get that either. I'm
We just go to
annoyed
emergency
when
room one day when it
right
gets
here.
crazy like that. I like those dilated pores of wiener where they pull out the crazy hard blackheads out of you, and it's like a giant little pebble.
You're disgusting. You are disgusting.
You know?
Please talk about something else. Let's talk about the NBA. How was the weekend? How'd the weekend turn out? We plus money. What? We hate
Winning
school?
weekend. I'm
Right.
obviously the baseball's rolling along for me, so we're
Love it.
having nice wins there. But
I like it. I like it.
a plus money weekend I can't complain about. What
That's
am I gonna
fair.
do? So,
I laid low this weekend. Me and the wife went out of town for a quick little trip, and I put I had small action for me, like a few things here and there, but California, it's hard to bet, so it's like I gotta finagle and
I
do
get
some
it.
stuff. But I was good. Baseball was good to me. Hockey was actually not bad. I was on the Kraken last night at plus money.
The big win there.
Yeah,
Nice.
that was it.
Hey, I think the home team's on the ice. You had a nice run.
I took Florida. I took the Kraken. I did take the Hurricanes though because I didn't believe the Devil. I thought the Devils were just going to lay down.
I put out the Canes and the over in the midday money show, so I ended up with a split in that one there. But
yeah, I did have the over, which Devils scored like 7 or 8, I think. So on the ice today, we only got one game, and it's Edmonton or nothing for me.
Yeah,
you got to find a way to be on Edmonton.
Show pick today was on Oilers puck line plus 145.
Boom.
And caveat: I am 40 and 53 minus 273 in the video with hockey this season. So, and on here 59 and 74, I'm down 420 with the ice. So there's that. I know people are like, oh, people win all the time. No, I got a little bit of a losing season on the ice. It is what it is.
I mean, we can't win if we won them. If we won every bet we placed, we wouldn't be here.
I just like to tell people. I mean, it's easy to come in and be like, "Oh, who's this guy like?" But you know what? There's the record. It's I mean, it's not terrible. Listen. I'm 15 games under 500. I'm down $4. So that tells you what kind of bets I make. It's not like we're laying 180. Again, I said I like a puck line here. So we'll see how it turns out.
I saw in Twitter you posted some plays for today. I saw because I follow like a stalker. Don't think I don't. And they were like, I think every play you had was plus money.
Yeah, all dogs today in baseball. I put out. We did look at lines. I said same games. I thought about adding the Orioles today as a little dog, simply because you got Tampa off the Yankee series. But give me the Rockies plus 160.
Love it
again. And these are games. I got the A's plus 190, Nats plus 195, and Texas 145. Again, these lines could have changed. I used my last night because I did the show last night. So like whenever we do it, their numbers up to that spot. So we mentioned how they change. I'll take these. I mean, how is Pittsburgh? They're having a nice season, but let's be honest. I don't think they should be 180, 190 faves over anybody. So I'll take a 160 with Colorado.
That's absolutely. And not to mention, when was the last time they won a game? I mean, they're on a 6-7 game losing streak.
7 in a row.
Yeah, 7 in a row. So I mean, I'm not one to back a team that's lost 7 in a row. I'm not one to go, oh, they're due. I don't believe that.
I'd rather
for shit.
And I say this, and people new in the game are like, "Oh, what do you mean?" I'd rather lose with the dog. Like I'll take my dogs today and lose at even money and move on and say like, "Oh, they got to win today." I'm never saying they got to win today. I'd rather just not play it if I think they got to win today.
Right.
As a 180 fave, like even in Nats. So I grabbed the Nats almost at $2, and Diz Kathlene's a guy who pitches good. He's a good pitcher. He's good. I mean, go look up his stats. The guy pitches.
I like that.
He's in the game all the time. But are the Giants a team to me that I should be laying 230 with? No. No. It's a terrible hitting lineup. It's a bad bullpen, and the Nats they're the Nats. I'm not saying the Nats are a good team.
But
to lay 230 with a guy, I can't do it. Give me anything's possible in baseball.
Right.
This game could be 2-2, and then here comes the bullpens for either team, and the game turns into a 9-4 game with bullpens because bullpens are bad for both teams.
That's fair. I don't hate the here's the thing. I kind of leaned over. My initial reaction when I looked at the game was over. But then San Francisco can't hit the ball. Washington doesn't necessarily knock the ball around great. Yep. So I kind of laid off, but then the more I reached into that, and I thought, Well, I like the Nationals. And I'm like, you know what? How do you not take them there at some plus money? It's the last game of the night. As our friend Allie Burns would call that, the slaughter game. So I'm going with plus money there. I like that. I don't hate the Nationals. I'm also I'm on the Diamond. The only favorite I'm on are the Diamondbacks, and I'm on them on the run line.
Got to run line them. I mean, a Gallon's been unhittable the last 4
Yeah.
starts, whatever.
Yep.
And run line, why not? It's even money, minus 105. Take it.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only thing that I have that has a minus in front of it, to be honest with you. Except, I take that back. My Tigers, because I took them plus a run and a half because they'll F around and lose by a run to Cleveland.
And Cleveland, again, I looked at that game. I was like, boy, do we take Joey Wentz here? Again, good plus money.
Right.
But Tigers off a crazy series versus St. Louis. A lot of bullpen, a lot of runs. BB's pretty solid so far. What we've seen out of him as a young kid, but Cleveland can't hit. So I'm like, you know what? I could see them all of a sudden hitting a depleted pitching staff right now,
right,
and winning that game like 5-2. That would be just it's a no play. Sometimes I'd rather just run around. I mean, Cleveland's gotten under 9 to 10. They don't hit, but then you bring in a pitching staff that's giving up 5 runs a game.
Yeah. So that's the thing. This series is going to be very big. I mean, they're only 2.5 games out of first place.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's way too early to talk about standings or anything like that. I'm not advocating for my Tigers. I don't think they win 69 games this year. I don't think they win 65. Okay.
But right now they're in a nice little streak though. They're playing.
They're on a nice little roll.
And that's how you got to look at that's how you got to look at it, Lenny.
Yeah. So, I mean, I took them today, hopefully that it keeps in a 1-game kind of game, but I'm not, it's a,
who sits in a suite at a base? Stop it.
Yeah.
Sitting in a suite.
What's better than going to a baseball game, sitting in a suite, benches clearing, discussion over where to eat after the game. I don't do suites. I'm not,
only game that I've gone to suites in. I did hit some suites for some Giant football games back in the day. Just because in December when I'm going to see the Cowboys or the Redskins at the time, give me a suite. It's nice to be out of the elements.
That's fair. See, I never had to deal with that. I've never known. Like my Lions are indoor. They've always been indoors. Hockey's indoors.
I can't do a baseball game
indoors. The only thing that's not is my baseball team, and that's it. So I've never really had to deal with elements.
Although I had a friend who gets good Yankee seats. I'm not gonna name drop a celebrity, but I go to game with this guy, and we were literally like behind like this. The first two, we were the third row on a Yankee bench, like where I was inside the Yankee bench. The Steinbrenners were like in front of this person, and when you go with these seats, there's like an entire restaurant you get to eat at.
Oh,
it's like a buffet. Come and get whatever you want kind of food. Like it's not a suite, but it's because you're on the field. You're next to the dugout, literally.
Right.
And but like just piles of crab legs and whatever. What do you need, sir? Oh, it's fat. And then you walk out like there's just like the free candy bar of whatever. It's fabulous.
Yeah. What I want to do one time, like bucket list type situation? I want to throw out first pitch. I was this close to throwing it out for the Aviators, the minor league team, one time when I worked for this company, a solar company, years and years ago. And then we paper, rock, scissors, me and the one other guy. He was the owner, so he should have did it. But we literally did. We were both from Detroit, both Tigers fans, and we sponsored a game there, whatever, long story short. We paper, rock, scissors to see who would actually throw out the first pitch. I lost 2 out of 3. It was horrible. It did come down to the last throw, though. It did. It went down. I won the first one, and then I buckled. I did. I panicked. I lost next 2, but
that's what happens.
I want to throw out a first pitch. I don't know why. I have no desire to. I've never been to a college football game either.
I did a college football game before.
Yeah, never been. I've been to a couple of college basketball games, but what do you like on the NBA and the hardcore tonight? Are the Lakers for real?
I like the over in this game, the Laker game.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say Golden State, I think, is going to put up a fight. I do like the Lakers, though. But that being said, I like the Steph over 30.5 points. Okay. And a guy in my chat, Mike B, I don't know if I was, I'm going to throw him out here. People harass him online.
Oh,
He's a big Warrior guy. He's really good at his basketball kind of first quarter, first halves. And I mentioned my 30.5. He said, you know what? There's a 35 points and a win. Steph getting 35 or more for a plus $4. So you know what? That'd be something I'd look at because I think Golden State's going to come out. Obviously, backs to the wall. You're going to come and play. Steph hasn't had a really super game yet. I
right.
think he's got. I think he's good for a 40-pluser today. That's why I kind of like the over because
He's
you
got to
score
go
less than
off.
100 points, you're going to want to come out and be better next game. So sign me up on the over.
I mean, yeah, I don't hate that. I think he's got to get his, like you said, he hasn't had a breakout game, or anything like that. They can't go down 3-1.
Yeah.
Although I look at the NBA as like, what would how would the Disney writers make a made for TV type movie? And that's how I'm looking at this series. Will Lakers maybe win tonight? You could still get the Steph Curry points prop. You could still get the over, and the Lakers win tonight. But then the Warriors win the next 2 games, and this goes to Game 7.
Yeah, he's just, 23, 20, and 27 in the series. So and I hate saying guys are due for kind of stuff like that, but
Right.
He's a guy who's going to put up 30 something. So I think
that.
I think it's a decent value bet, especially at a minus 115 there for him to score 30 points, 31
Right.
points.
How do you feel about the Knicks and the Heat? I haven't followed this series very much at all.
Heat. I've had the Heat all series long. I don't have them today, but I like Miami.
Okay.
It's the better team, better coach. I'm not
Yeah.
sold on New York. I mean, come on. These Knicks fans, like, they're almost as bad as Philly fans when it comes to, like, the team gets good all of a sudden. They think they're going to win Super Bowls and Stanley Cups and NBA championships or whatever. It's like, oh, we're in the playoffs. We're going to win it all. All right, take it easy, fellas. Let's relax.
Calm down. Let's deep breaths.
You beat a young Cavs team that choked away, and they kind of peaked early and kind of like rode the little wave into the playoffs. It wasn't,
I think Knicks fans should be happy to be there.
Yes.
I'd be happy to be in the round 2 of the playoffs. You want a playoff series. You got to kind of be happy to be there. I don't think you should expect. I mean, anything can happen. That's why they play the game for sure.
Absolutely, Lenny.
But I think you should be happy to be there, though.
Oh, then now they got to see what they got to do going forward. What kind of pieces they need.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, that's really all. I don't have a whole lot today. Like, I did not do a parlay show because I don't like anything that I could put in a parlay, to be honest with you. Like, you just mentioned the Steph Curry and the win thing. I don't hate that. But
that's all right. Like, people think, like, oh, you got nothing today. You don't have to bet something every day. Like,
Mondays are weird for me. Mondays are always hard because I think Mondays slates are always – I struggle with Mondays. And, like, I keep track of – like, Wednesday's my best day traditionally, and I look back at my stats for whatever reason. I do really good Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday is the worst day of the week for me.
Well, most Wednesdays you get a full slate of NBA if it's regular season.
Right.
You have the marquee game on a Thursday, what everybody's going to look to get down on. Right. Like today, you got a weird Monday of baseball. It's,
yeah.
Sometimes there's 3 games, sometimes there's 8 games. Sometimes there's an afternoon game because somebody's playing a 4-game series and you have a noon start. It's
right.
And then it's playoff time with hockey and NBA. So you have 1 game in hockey day. You don't have to bet it just because there's 1 game there.
I love the Oilers. I wouldn't be opposed to doing something with the Oilers tonight. Like, there's some props out there and some, Connor McDavid's the best player in the NHL. So, I mean, you could figure that out, do some stuff. Rickett says his son threw out the first pitch of Mud Hens game.
The Toledo Mud Hens?
Nice. I like it. Wednesday, baseball, and usually good lines. Yeah, I like Wednesdays are good for me. Likes Lions fans. What else you got going on the round ball today? You like anything obscure that we should know about before I let you go?
Nah, as I said, I lean the Heat there to take care of business. I kind of like the Steph props, and only thing I'm invested in really there is the over 227.5. And baseball again, Rockies, A's, Nats, Texas, kind of like the Houston under. So maybe lean a little Yankee under as well. That's a team Not playing good ball right now, that Yankee team.
Not playing good ball at all.
Your last place New York Yankees.
Oh God, man, if you would have asked me if I don't know, man. I wouldn't have expected that from them. But there's a lot of baseball left. So Yankee fans, I know you're hitting the panic button because that's what you do. But like, take a deep breath. It'll be okay. I will say this: trends that I've been on this year so far are which they aren't playing today, I don't believe, are the Red Sox overs. That's just like a making
them in the Orioles. I think they're 24-10 or something to the over. The other one's 22-10. They're definitely an over kind of squad.
Yeah, I like it. I like that for sure. Heat, Tate says the Heat and over, Warriors and over teased together for a fun little Monday. He said he got nothing going on, so he decided to degenerate today.
And your Red Sox tomorrow got Pavetta versus Charlie Morton tomorrow in that Red Sox Brave game. So that's a nice little over. I think should be in play there.
I like that over. I'd probably lean Braves run line. Wait, is it in Atlanta?
It's in Atlanta.
Yeah. I don't like taking home teams on the run line, but I'm not opposed to it.
Ricketts, the Yankees are playing at home today. It's a home game. Yankees are home against the A's.
Oh,
they're not in Oakland.
There you go. Over in the not Houston Oilers game. The Edmonton. I have a player prop parlay that Terry Edelman agrees with. Draisaitl, also a great player. Anytime goal. Bouchard point for plus 185. Terry has the same, except he got Bouchard assist and even better odds. Okay. I like Bouchard, the point props. Yeah. Bouchard, I like the point props because a point could be a goal or an assist.
Yes.
I like that. Whereas opposed, but you get a better price, obviously, if you're just intricate in that and you're like goal or assist separately. Yep. But I do a lot of in the regular season, and I'll be on no shameless plug here, and I'm not backed by anybody here. Barstool. I like the player prop on there, and I will parlay some player props in some games those games that are minus 400 type games or shit like that. I'll just take the players. This guy will get a point. This guy will get a point. This guy will get a point. I don't know how the hell that happens, but it'll happen, and I do very well on that. Rickett says he read that wrong. Good looking out, Higgs. Yeah, see, that's why we're here, Rickett. Somebody's got to check you every now and then. Your wife can't do it
sometimes a site will have something posted backwards. You got to be like, is that right? Like,
you know who does that? Covers. If you look on their lines for whatever reason, they'll have it flipped to NBA for sure. And Ross Benjamin put me onto that one time. I was looking at that and I'm like, Ross, it says like the Pistons are -4. And he's like, bro, he didn't say bro, by the way, but he was like, Lenny, the Pistons are not -4 to anybody. Like that one time. And I was like, well, yeah, that doesn't make sense. And then I looked somewhere else and it was just, they were +4 and they just swip them around sometimes. You got to be careful. They try to get you. That duo has been fire. And Draisaitl scored a goal every time they played this season. Yeah, I don't hate that. I honestly, the problem is any kind of Connor McDavid prop is juiced because he's, baby Wayne Gretzky. He's the best player to play hockey right now ever. Beside the next greatest player, you could put Alex Ovechkin, but it would probably go Gretzky, Ovechkin, him in like generation, like next up kind of thing. He's crazy.
I'm when it comes to the newer guys on the ice, I am not a keen to who they are. I just kind of go through my little stats of how I bet my hockey, like shots on goals, traveling, kind of like this is more regular season. I look at teams crazy shots on goal kind of stuff and road trips, home kind of things like that.
Yep.
Playoff hockey is a little different. I'm kind of like who's the ebb and flow of playoff hockey, I should say. But individual players, I do not know. I'm old school. Jeremy Roenick, Yzerman, Fedorov.
Just naming 90s hockey players.
90s guys. Sakic, Ty Domi.
Have you ever watched that documentary? I think it's on Amazon, The Russian Five.
No. from the Red Wings.
This is right up your alley, man. Yeah,
that'd be the Red Wings, right?
It's the Red Wings. It's the Russian 5. It's like 60 minutes, maybe 90. It's not long, and it's a documentary, whatever. And it just came out a couple years ago, but they literally it explains how they got those Russian players. That was a big deal, Russian players in the NHL, but they literally, the owner, private jet, illegally into Russia, illegally takes the family out of Russia and smuggles them out. This is the shit that they will do to win a Stanley Cup. And
they won a couple.
Back KGB channels and stuff, and there was some bribes and grease palms, and it's crazy the stuff that they did. And there's the general manager at the time. I can't think of this dude's name, but he's like, I think Danny DeVito, but squirrely. Okay. But like shady. He was their I think his Vito or something. I don't know what his name was. He's an Italian guy, but he was the orchestrator of all this stuff. And it was totally.
That was a loaded team. They had like Dino Ciccarelli on their team. They had like every kind of all-star would roll. That's hockey back then. Like every all-star would go play all over the place. You're like, dude, that guy's an all-star. Like Pavel, like that guy. Every team had like this crazy all-stars all over the joint. And they play forever. Those hockey guys play till they're 40.
They used to call the Red Wings the Yankees of the NHL because we would just, we need somebody at the trade. Oh, we'll just go get this bot, pay anything you need.
Those 90s teams were awesome.
Bring them in. And that shit worked. I mean,
what, they win 3 and 5 years?
Yeah. Count my cups. That shit worked. Spend all the money. Now we're broke. And pizza sucks. I don't want to tell you, Little Caesars. They own the Red Wings. If you're looking for value in Little Caesars pizza, that's why it's not that great. Is because we spent all the money in the 90s for Stanley Cups.
Good. Bob Probert.
Yeah, Bobby Probert. Oh, he's my favorite Red Wing of all time. But I'm a Dominic Hasek guy too because I like
the Dominator.
Yeah, the Dominator. His helmet was badass. He was just a bad man.
Him and Patrick Roy.
Yeah, Patrick Roy. Nobody says
wow.
Okay, it's not spelled like that, Canadians. I'm just telling you.
Chris Osgood, right? We had Chris Osgood in the.
He still does. Chris Osgood still does commentating, like the between intermission talk. Oh, yeah? Chris Osgood and the other goalie, Jimmy Howard. He sucked, but he does Osgood it now. Was their goalie. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Chris Osgood, greatest backup ever.
Yeah, who's their number one goalie?
He was so the first cup they won not first, but in a long time was with Mike Vernon.
That's it. Money earning Mike Vernon.
And Chris Osgood was his backup.
Yes.
And then they tried to move up Chris Osgood, and then he was too young, kind of. And then they went out and got Dominic Hasek, and then he played forever, and then not forever, a couple years, and then Chris Osgood kind of develops behind those two. He won a cup though as a starting goalie, so like then all those cups they won one with Mike Vernon, one with Chris Osgood, and one with Dominic Hasek. So they rotated number one goalies. All three are all stars, in my opinion, but. Oh, yeah, this is happening today, too. The NHL draft. I know it's not as big a deal as the NFL, but they do a lottery kind of thing. Odds are wrong. Are these? On these?
What? He says if you translate lotto odd percentage versus betting odds.
Oh. Habs plus 11. Okay, wing. Yeah, I know. So we got I saw like a, I don't know. I want to say like a 20% chance to get the nut. Everybody's going after this one guy. And Nick Earl, tell me his name in the chat, please, because I can't think of it to save my life. He's like supposed to be the next great thing, Bedard. You couldn't type fast enough, Nick.
Eric Bedard, pitcher from the Orioles, who they trade for Adam Jones to the Mariners.
Damn it! Now I can't think of it. Connor Bedard. Ooh, I was right. Connor Bedard. Yeah, hockey's next young superstar. Bedard. See, Nick, you got to type faster than that. I know you're in class right now, but you need to tell your professor, time out. Lenny needs some hockey info. See what he says. So, Higgs, what you got going on the site? Let's give them what they want, and we will get on out of here.
MLB's for me, baby. A lot of MLB. Don't get a weekly pass. You're going to get a bunch of games. All right? It's not a one-day affair with me with baseball. I mean, winning weekend, 5-5 yesterday, or I think 4-3 yesterday, lost a little bit, 5-5 the day before, plus 110. So it's a long grind for me. It's not one day like, look at this, we're 3-0 today, and it doesn't work that way. I take a lot of dogs. We have run lines. Splitting out makes us money. It's not. Right. I don't look at it as one day or 3 days or a week. It's all the way rolling to October.
Yeah, I can't do that. If after Timmy Dub's first year of junior hockey, we're hoping to hear his name at all. There you go. Don't forget, when you're over at picksandparlays.net, use that promo code MLB. Save you 20% off the entire site when you're looking for Sean Higgs premium plays. Don't forget about Midday Money. Look ahead lines. The man drops knowledge on you guys on a regular basis. You need to go check out Midday Money. Check out Winning Free Picks YouTube page. We're all related. We're all one big happy family. Dysfunctional as shit, but we're here. Don't forget to check out the Winning Free Picks page, though. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the thumbs up button. Midday Money. Look ahead lines. 7 days a week. Sean Higgs is giving you gems. Use the promo code MLB. That'll save you 20% off the entire site. This has been the Bet Win Repeat show. Sean Higgs, I appreciate you coming on, my man. We'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.